Dobry day from here in Kyiv, where it is starting to get a little bit cold. The mornings, it's starting to get a little cold. By the way, this area should start to look a little bit familiar to you guys. Been here a lot. Been here a lot lately. And if you guys are looking for a place to go, when you guys do come here to Kyiv, the nicest lady in Kyiv is over here. And just over here is a place called Bella Vista. Bella Vista. Amazing place, Latin. It's kind of like a Latin club, but it's really chill, really homey feeling. They have live music and all that kind of stuff that goes on there. Highly recommended. But yeah, still making my way down the hill towards the Montmartre area of here in Kyiv. Once again, when you guys are here, remember, when you see like the graffiti on the walls and stuff like this, so this is a really nice restaurant. This is kind of like a memorial. This is a pharmacy right here, I believe, or no, it's a shop, but you see all this right here on the ground. All this graffiti, and you think that it's safe, it's unsafe, I can't be around there. It's okay, it's okay. It's kind of how it is here. And you guys remember this clock from yesterday? This one that's here. It has the time in every, or almost every area in the world, but I have no idea how to read it. I have no idea how to read it. I don't know if someone can help me in the comments below. How do you read that clock? Okay, so heading towards like the Montmartre, that kind of area here in Kyiv, which is down this direction, that's where the hill goes. But there's this little area over here, which is pretty cool, which I need to come to more. It's kind of like a cafe. A lot of times they have chairs and everything set out right here. Apparently this, I believe, is the foundations of a church. There's one theme, if you've been watching the last couple days, or last couple weeks, since I've been here in Ukraine, you realize is that there's churches everywhere. In the B-roll, there's always churches every single day. When I'm editing, sometimes I'm like, oh, I've made just all churches in the B-roll. They have such a history and religion here. I find it just, not even sure what the word is, but it's just amazing, like how the buildings are designed, how a lot of them have withstanded wars, and they go back for hundreds of years. And I guess one thing people forget about is me being an American here, is like seeing buildings like this, seeing churches like this church here with the foundations. It's older than America is as a country, you know? So it really puts things in perspective as a tourist coming here. And you see buildings that have been around for hundreds of years. And I guess the real crazy thing is me thinking about where I grew up in Cleveland and places that I used to hang out in with my friends. Some of those houses were abandoned and falling down, and they're less than 50 years old. So you see kind of like, it's pretty impressive to see even that the foundation still remains here. So I hope it's not boring to you guys, but it's like super interesting to me here. Like the longer I've been here in Ukraine, the more appreciation I have as I've been trying to understand the culture, understand the history. It has been an experience. And also one thing, speaking of old, that's in this park, I can't remember 100%. I could be wrong, but I was with some people the last time I was in Kyiv a few months ago, and I believe this might be the oldest tree in Kyiv. Maybe some of my Ukrainian friends can kind of read what that says. If I had to guess what it says, it's 350 years old, possibly. But yeah, everything is so old. This tree is almost older than my country. You're actually getting an exclusive look right now of how they set up the market. The magic of the mornings. And I don't And I don't know if you feel this way, but do you get a different kind of vibe, like a different vibe of the city now that there's not a lot of people out, not a lot of tourists? Which is one reason I tell people to come out in the mornings, because for me, I feel like the vibe is different of the city. It just looks totally different. It's almost like seeing someone with makeup and without makeup. Take that how you want. I mean, I think without makeup is better, but for me, it's just different seeing how it is with a lot of people here, with them selling stuff and being loud. Of course, say that a car is really loud. And coming here and seeing it when there's kind of like nobody here. And it's just a peaceful walk. And the classic cars here. The classic cars here in Ukraine. I think I have a new mission. Before I leave Ukraine, I'm gonna ride in one of these cars. I've seen a couple taxis that are them. That have these. I can't remember the name of these. Cars, but my goal before I leave Ukraine is to ride in one of them. Apparently, it's supposed to be one of the most dependable cars ever. And you know, one thing that I definitely can say about here in Kyiv is that they love their horses. So many of the monuments and all that kind of stuff, it's always horses. But the Ferris wheel place I was telling you about is here. If you don't know where to go in Kyiv, or you need to get out of that center area where there's hundreds of tourists, this is the place to come to. And you know you're in the right place. You know you're in the right place because you have this sign right here. This is the right place to be. What? My flag? I have no idea. Oh, this place is open. This is Liberty. I gotta figure out where this place is. It couldn't. Or, first of all, I wonder if they speak English here. Maybe. Like American style. Like the old one. Alright, that's cool. Дякую. What? That place is just right here. I can't believe that's in Ukraine. That's crazy. And it's like hidden. I would never guess. I'm just trying to find a place to get coffee and I run into a This is Liberty Diner in this place. Okay, so this is actually a few hours later. Been kind of just getting a lot of work done. And like, I was just gonna shoot B-roll, but can you see that? Like, when I tell you this city is amazing, it seriously is amazing. Like, I almost don't feel like I'm in Kyiv, just being on the other side of the city, which is great for people who can't stay in one place the whole time. You kind of feel like you can just change the size of the city, and change the side of the city, you feel like you're in a new city, which is pretty awesome. It's something that I love, and just beauty in kind of like all directions, you know? And yeah, I just really like the city, and I really hope that you all can come here before people really discover how amazing this city is, and it just gets overrun by tourists. Because right now it seems like this is how I remember a lot of other countries about 6 or 7 years ago when I started really traveling in Europe, how they used to be. But now, if you guys go to the Barcelona, Berlin, Paris, you go Madrid, Rome, it's overrun by tourists, like so many tourists everywhere. Whereas 5 or 6 years ago, it wasn't that crazy, but it just kind of took off because people found out how amazing it was. Oh, look at these cars. Because people found out how amazing, oh my goodness. Because because people found out how amazing it is. So if there's something I can say, it is a value that I can give you today in this random kind of day where I'm just have no plan of doing a bunch of different things. It's come here before the tourists come, and it's not the same. Come here before the tourists come, and it's not the same. If I could give you a thought of the day, that would be it. Quick little pause in the vlog to get some work done. Might have to call an audible today. It's a beautiful day, but I am feeling super tired. Okay, so it is like maybe 3, 4. It's always like 3 or 4 hours later. It's always like 3 or 4 hours later, and it's kind of been a kind of chill day. I'm trying something new in the vlog though. I don't know if you guys have noticed. If you guys have been around here a while, you might have noticed what I'm doing a little bit different. Trying to make the vlog kind of maybe at a faster pace, where I'm doing a little bit of cinematics, but trying to just get it going like this a little bit, so I can try to fit as much as I can into the day as possible. So I'm not sure if you notice, if you don't notice, maybe you do notice, but it's made I'm trying to get more creative. I'm trying to find new ways to do it, more ways to show more things. So instead of me talking right now and then showing a maybe 30-second thing, a B-roll of kind of walking around like this, which helps, I know. It's what I've been doing is where I've kind of adapted from Bald and Bankrupt for changing the cutscenes in the video. So if I'm here talking to you guys and I want to change the scene, I do something like this. And I'm kind of in a different scene. Did you notice it? One more time. Yeah, and I'm kind of in a different scene, and I find that by doing that, it made me, with the story that was in my mind, what I try to share with you guys, which is normally a story, and I realized during my day, I don't want to be trying to think about the story so much. It was taking away from a little bit of the moment, like, what was the last scene I filmed? I can't remember. I was in the middle of shooting the B-roll of walking around, showing where I was, and now I'm in a different place. And what was I talking about before? So by doing those new cutscenes when I was doing it, kind of made me be able to just show you the more valuable parts of the day and add more content to the vlog, instead of just kind of dragging it out with a little bit too much B-roll. I don't know if you noticed it, if you like it or whatever. I'd love some feedback from you in the comments, but it's been kind of one of those days. And like I tell you guys, if you guys are here and you see graffiti everywhere, it doesn't mean it's dangerous. It just means that it's Eastern Europe. It's okay. But kind of on that note, I've just been chilling. I've been relaxing. I've been with a lot of people lately, and it's been really informal, you know, being with people who speak English so well, especially going around here. Not a lot of people have spoken English like perfectly in different places that I've gone. So to be with a group of people, English and awesome people, it's been just kind of trying to take you guys along as much as I can, and at the same time not letting it take over the moment, if that makes sense to you guys, which is why I'm literally taking a break right now. I ordered food to take back because we're going to be watching a movie or something like that tonight, like one of those chill nights. I think it starts as a chill night, it always finishes later. It always finishes differently normally, but just want to say thank you guys so much for the support. I hope you guys are convinced to come here to Kyiv. I tell you guys all the time, you need to come here. I love it here. There's so much to see. I feel like I've seen so much, but there's still so much more to see, and hopefully I can see a bunch more. I will try my best. Any suggestions? Some of you guys have told me things in the comments. Thank you guys so much for that. And I guess kind of on that note, I will speak to you guys later. Hope you had a great day. Speak to you guys later, and everyone always remember to work hard, be brave, and don't forget to smile.